Well, hello everyone. We have a large family of creatures again, and I'm being guided to jump right into the emails that came in from their human mom. And I'm saying emails because there were quite a few updates since she sent the first original email about them. And they want to start with the cats. And the human mom says, Arya is my little orange kitty. She is very vocal, sweet, loves being petted with a brush, and is very easily startled. Move too fast, and she runs. She's also shy of new people. Very sweet baby, and can be very demanding and commanding with her voice. Ziggy is the tortoise-shell kitty. She is very vocal as well, follows me around a lot, and waits at the door, rolling around on her back when I get home. She waits in the bathroom while I have a bath and wants to be with me almost all of the time. She's very shy around new people too. She is a very sweet baby and going for dental surgery this week. And there was an update here about Ziggy and Arya, or just a curiosity about them. Ziggy and Arya used to cuddle and hug each other all the time. They don't do that anymore, really. And if they are affectionate to one another, such as one grooming the other, it always ends with a smacking fight where they whack each other in the face back and forth. It's like a standoff. I don't understand why they do this to each other when they used to be so affectionate. And she says, I hope they give me insight on anything I can do for them to be a good cat parent and make sure they are feeling the best. Couple things here, and it's never one thing, right? First and foremost, says Spirit, Ziggy and Arya have been together for a while, and they're each coming into its own being and essence. And it's like humans, when we get older too, we start to have our own preferences, and therefore we set our boundaries, and our tolerance and patience levels can go down. And it's because we're getting to know or identify what we really want and how much of it we want, or how much of our energy we want to put out, or others' energy we want to block out. And that is what Ziggy and Arya are experiencing now. They're more into their mature years, soul-wise also, but personality-wise, they're settling more into who they are and really not tolerating too much of the other. And Spirit saying it's nothing to worry about, it's just how they're evolving. However, there's another layer here where there are external energies that are attached to them. So, Spirit, show me how this occurred. Okay, so when the humans in the house go out into the world to work or do other things, other energies, negative energies that are lingering outside, get attached to them, and the humans bring it home. This happens to everyone. And when we bring external energies home, then those energies may jump to their next um, soul or kitty, let's say, that they could just attach themselves to. And it just happened to be Arya and Ziggy. And so when Arya and Ziggy are grooming each other, and let's say when one of them is grooming the other on a certain part of the body where that energy is attached, that negative energy is attached, it somehow triggers that negative energy. And the cats are just responding to it by wanting to whack it out of the other cat. Not a great thing to try to smack negative energy out of the other. But one of the solutions here, or actually they're suggesting two. So the first one is to do some smudging around the home. And if the cats are okay with a little bit of smoke, that's great. Sometimes we do need to use physical elements from the earth to do some cleansing or clearing, like sage or using sound bowls for clearing. The other is doing an energetic clearing. So you go into this meditative state, and you could try listening to the energy clearing and the celestial boost free meditation that I have here in the Patreon community. And as you're listening to it, witness the same healing happening to yourself and for the home and the cats, and perhaps even the partner who's with you. And that will do some clearing or releasing there on the kitties. Is that all they want to say? That's all they want to say for now. Moving on, they're saying to the other creatures, Lola is a kitty that is no longer with us. I was hoping she may jump in on the cats unite. Oh, yes, she does. She has a little white chest and feet, and she was my partner's cat, and I've heard so much about her. She is very special to him, and I wish I had met her. So I thought I'd include a photo in case she has any messages for the group. If not, no worries. And like last time, I've included my dog, Fletcher, who has passed away. He was my buddy. We loved each other so much. He was my best friend for a long time and a sweet little baby bear of a dog. Last, here are some birds all lined up for the bird seed we put out. They poop all over the patio, but we keep it cleaned up and putting out the seeds. We also have some hummingbirds, so I have included a photo of one. So more birds, I love to see that. And the other thing was, there was another bird that this human mentioned. And this bird she discovered was injured on the road, and she actually returned and gave it a proper burial. And the bird is wanting to say thank you for that burial. And there's actually a reason. Okay, thank you. I think this goes back to one of the reasons why Arya and Ziggy are doing that whack-a-mole game on each other. This bird is saying that it was part of the contract with this human to literally take the hit of the negative energy that was attached to her. And this is very, very common. Don't feel bad. And anyone here who has accidentally perhaps had a bird hit their car, or maybe a deer ran in front of their car and almost hit it. Sometimes, or if you even actually saw a creature that was hit by a car lying on the side of the road, usually it's a sign that they decided to clear that negative energy for you and just take the hit for you. And that's what I feel has happened. I've had a client once who, all throughout her life, she could count on her hands, her fingers, how many times she was standing by a tree and a dead bird will literally fall out and land on her feet. And she recognized that each time that happened, something was going on in her life. And whenever that dead bird fell by her feet, it just meant that it was over. Whatever she was experiencing, that negative energy was released, or that very uncomfortable situation came to a close. And that's what the message here is from that bird, that you had to go back and bury. So know that the bird is fine in the spirit world. It just knows that that was its contract in this world at this time. So I hope that was helpful for you and for anyone else listening. If anyone has experienced that, where they decided to go back and interact in a very ceremonial way with a creature that was lying on the side of the road. Sometimes animals do sacrifice their lives just to protect us humans. And let's see what else that they want to say. No, that's all. Let's get into the messages here, because they are eager to get into that. I have already connected to their present selves, so their conscious selves, and their higher selves and their souls. And I've got a yes from all of them. I'm just double checking. Okay, good. And it's still a yes for all of them. These speak about the contracts between these creatures and the human. Let's see what is going on. A win-win outcome is forecast. Your commitment is being tested. And it's a time for healing. Which one do you want to start with? They're saying, let's start. Oh, it's Fletcher. Hi, Fletcher. So it's Fletcher the dog who is in spirit, and he wants to start off these channeled guidances here. He wants you to know that a win-win outcome is forecasted. Whatever challenges you're experiencing right now, as represented by your commitment is being tested card, know that there is a win-win outcome forecasted. In your mind, it might feel like it's either win or a loss, or if I win, there is a loss, or it's a lose-lose situation. It's try not to see it that way. That is what he is asking you to do. And if you are looking at a certain situation and thinking, I feel like I have to choose one or the other, or if I choose that, I have to sacrifice that, look into that belief system, because that's actually an abundance block. That is blocking some blessings to come your way. We might find out more from the other cards what those abundance blocks may be. But Fletcher is asking me to continue. So know that your commitment is being tested, which means keep going, keep working at whatever challenges that are in your life, keep working towards your dreams and goals. There are just some things that are needing to be cleared right now, which is represented by a time for healing card. So again, going back to the message in the win-win outcome is forecasted card, right? Look into what needs to be healed in terms of the fears. What's blocking your fears? Where do you still feel? And this is ancestral. So, okay, your spirit guide stepping in for this one. They're asking where in the DNA, in the ancestral realm, where there's a fear of family and family structures and family relations, because that seems to be a major block right now. And look into that, the family dynamics, things that you would like to heal and avoid repeating. So being that generational pattern breaker in the family, and looking into other things like how do you want to recreate your own story and your ancestors' stories. And that's all, says Fletcher, that he wants to speak about. Okay, so who else is coming now? Because there's a different energy stepping in. I'm looking at the list here of the names. Arya is coming in. And I can see why Arya wants to come in and speak about these cards, because these are the rose cards that are referencing the frequency that you are leveling up into. And Rose Spirit is very sweet, and Arya is described as sweet, so I can see why Arya's higher self wants to come and speak. What are the energies that you are stepping into? The sensualist, nice. You're feeling life more, which means you're going to step into the mystic energy, understanding the mysteries now of life and also the cosmic consciousness and wisdom. And then the night. Once you understand all that, then you're going to need to step in and be this warrior. The warrior card, I believe, came out in a previous reading. So do check that one out. I believe it was the one with a black cat named Sirius. And Sirius and a whole bunch of other cats came out together. I believe I titled that one The First Cats Unite, and it speaks about luck and money, I believe. And how appropriate, because already at the start of this reading, it's speaking about abundance blocks. So if that resonates with you, go and listen to the previous reading. Let's get into more details about what are these energies that you're leveling up into and how to connect with them. The sensualist, it asks you to use all of your senses to fully enjoy and embrace life. So when you are cooking something or eating something, take in visually with the eyes the colors or the texture, how it looks to the eyes, and then use your sense of smell them. Take the essence of the food in. And when you're tasting it, try to taste the different aspects of that dish, the spices used, and other ingredients that are in it. So, really trying to explore the details and the depths of your life through the senses. This includes when you're walking outside. Feel the air. Is it cold? Is it warm? Feel that on your skin and be very sensual. Just really feel everything with all of your senses because it's going to ignite your soul and wanting to connect at a much deeper level with life and life experiences. And even that would inspire you to go deeper into learning and closing your karmic lessons, says Arya. And that's where you're going to step into the mystic. You're going to look into this whole karmic lessons within your soul contract and go, interesting. I want to explore this mystery a little more. If I'm responding from this place and I see that the universe is responding to me in this way, and situations, environment, people are responding to me in these other ways, how can I orchestrate this in even better ways? So there's this curiosity building now of how can you co-create? And there's more of this inner power that's being called back right now. And once that inner power gets called back within you, you're going to feel more self-confidence, more bravery and courage to go forward. It's like going into battle. That's what I'm hearing Arya's higher self say. And it's like you're prepared for anything that comes forward. My samurai ancestors are coming in because they sure know about being a warrior and going into battle. And they're saying they will arrive at battle and you just won't know what will happen, but you just know you're confident enough to know that you can handle whatever that is sent your way. And that is the level of confidence that is starting to grow and come out. And it's as if once you step into that level of confidence, of knowing that you can handle whatever that comes your way, interestingly enough, I am being shown that your manifestations that you created in the past are going to start coming towards you and manifesting in actual physical realm, because they're saying those manifestations, the energy of it is saying, oh, she's ready for us. How exciting. So as you go off into more spiritual adventures, know that you have plenty of support. So that's the main thing that Arya wants you to know. Ziggy wants to get into this one, these cards here. And let me see, I'm not seeing any of these cards. And as I flip them over, how wonderful, because the first card links in beautifully or follows along beautifully with the message from the Knight card about how the universe will just show up and support you, because Bee Spirit says sweet results await. And I could taste cake and a lot of sweet stuff in my mouth, which tells me it just is so rewarding when those manifestations actually show up or when results actually happen for you. If you see a bee, know that that's a sign from the spirit world saying, hey, the results are coming. Be ready to receive. The snake spirit, it's repeated again. Time to heal. And in the moon card, let me find it here. It says a time for healing. So the word time and heal has been repeated twice. So look very deeply into what you're experiencing at this moment, because it's showing you what needs to be released and healed. I'm hearing a lot of that divine feminine energies that are feeling blocked and suppressed. So really tap into that, even in your own quiet meditative state. Tune into parts of your body and see, what are they trying to communicate? When I want to tap into my divine feminine energy, often I go to my heart or to my womb area, or it could be another part of the body for you. And allow yourself to listen to that part of the body. What do they want to say? What blocks are there? When did it start? How did it get there? And how does it need to be healed? And what do you need to do to release it? Asking those questions to your own body is going to actually allow your body to begin to feel that it can trust you. And I do feel some sweet results will come from it. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. Well, how wonderful that the hummingbird card had come out, because in the email it was mentioned, wasn't it, that there's some hummingbirds that come in and say hello. I find that when hummingbirds present themselves to you, it's a sign that there's more joy that's coming. It's also a sign of your ancestors saying hello, but saying hello, and there's some healing that needs to be done within the lineage here. And perhaps it's time to go a little deeper, they're saying. Be prepared of how deep the healing can go, says your spirit guide. And I could hear and see Fletcher coming in and laughing and saying yes, and not to worry, I will guide you also. And I will make sure that there's some lightness, fun, comfort, and support as you go down this road. Let's see now. Who is coming in? Oh, the birds. The other birds are coming in. Hello. The human wrote that the birds poop all over the patio. And I'm grateful that the humans keep cleaning it up and putting out more seeds from them. They're saying thank you for that. In regards to the poop, and it's funny because, and I think I mentioned this before, in my Japanese language, the word for poop and good fortune, they sound very similar. So there is this saying in my culture that if a bird poops on you or on your car or property, it's a lucky sign. So yes, in other words, lots of good shit coming your way, says your spirit guide. So birds, what do you want to say other than that there's a lot of blessings and sweet results coming? No, they want to get into the cards because I feel they may speak more about how to receive those blessings and good fortune, or any blocks that could be preventing those from coming and that you need to work on releasing. Oh, look at this. The power of purpose, call of the muse, and roots of abundance. Wow. Reference to abundance twice. So know that it is coming, that those birds keep pooping. The power of purpose. That is, wow. Okay. This card is buzzing very powerfully with the rose card that spoke of the night energy. When you really step into that night energy that they spoke about, you're going to find your purpose. There's this clarity that's going to come in and go, okay, I know what my target is. And I keep hearing bullseye, and I need to look at this card. It's a little dark in my room, and I need to keep my room dark because where I can't see with my third eye too well. But I'm looking at the card here, and I am seeing actually a target right at the center, or the arrow is right at the center of the target, isn't it? So know that there's this clarity that's coming in of, okay, that didn't work. Now I know. And there's this level of confidence that is going to come through. quite powerfully. And you're going to know your purpose more. Tell me more about that. Is it the spirit guide who wants to speak about this, or the creatures? Okay, both the birds and your spirit guide wants to speak about this. Want to confirm, is it the birds' higher selves? Because it's much higher wisdom. Yes, okay. So the birds' higher selves and your spirit guides want to speak about this. In terms of purpose, okay, hang on. Give me a few seconds here to let these messages land in me. When you work through your belief systems from your ancestral lines that they spoke about earlier, you start to realize your sense of purpose may have been influenced by them, by their ancestral beliefs, by unhealed trauma. When you heal those, this level of clarity is going to come in, and you're going to understand, oh, I get it. I am now separate from my ancestors' belief systems. I am also aware of it, which allows this healthy distance between myself and their fears and beliefs. And I know what my beliefs and my own fears are. And I'm going to work through it. I'm going to heal it. And I know how to balance the healing with a little bit of joy and play. So that joy and play can bring in divine inspirations that would allow me to further go along my own journey here and get to the bullseye of the target there and know my purpose. That goes right into the next card, Call of the Muse. So make sure you do dance, play, move the energy within you a little bit. And that's going to allow your inner child to expand energetically within your body. And when we're so in touch with our healed inner children within ourselves, we start to become more creative. We start to problem solve things in ways that the adult mind is unable to do, and really connect with those inner children of yours, however way you feel called to do it. I'm seeing an altar specifically for them being set up, and however ways you want to honor your inner children, so you could call them forward and allow them to work with you to define goals and targets in your life and further define your purpose. And roots of abundance. It's starting and it's growing. Have patience. That's what I'm hearing the birds' higher selves say. And I feel that the higher selves of the birds are also bringing in energetically small blessings on wings. I don't know what they mean by that. Can you show me? Oh, okay. They're just so appreciative. So their conscious selves are coming in here. They're so appreciative of the food that you're offering to them. In particular, it's nesting season. And they have to work twice or four times as hard to feed themselves and their own families. So they're very thankful for that. And because of that, their higher selves are wanting to bless you and your home and your furry family members and your partner with things that you will need. And those little small tiny seeds of blessings from these tiny birds are being planted energetically within your auric field. And they're going to sprout and grow in the most beautiful ways. And as I'm channeling this message, the time on my clock says 1:11, and that is a double yes from the spirit world that it is happening right now. Those blessings from those tiny birds are starting to grow and expand and also merge with each other's energy. And this energy is really appreciation and gratitude, right? And gratitude brings in more abundance. So whereabouts in your life do you want to express gratitude more? Because that would also create beautiful roots for abundance to grow. Let's see what else they want to say. Those were all beautiful messages. Thank you. Wow. I am tuning in. see. Arya, Ziggy. No, I'm hearing that they're good. Lola? No, Lola is actually being fairly quiet. And I feel like she just wants to be left alone, very much like a cat. Let's see. I did get a yes to connect with her energy, but it seems like she just wanted to remain connected to my energy. And there's something about being within the energy of this reading with your other creatures have boosted her energy, and that's what she needed right now. So, Lola, is there anything else that we can do for you? No, because she's happily rolling on her back, which tells me that she's happy. So, thank you, Lola. I'm glad you got what you needed today in a different way. And let me just double check with all the creatures, including the birds. Anything else you want to say? Conscious self, higher self, those in spirit. I'm hearing a no. They have said everything they needed to say. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day, and may tiny birds also bring you many, many blessings.